Hello, this is Ryan over at The Duck, and today I'm going to show you how to add employees and also edit your time cards. So what you want to do is log in as an administrator. Then you're going to want to go to the admin panel. After you go to the admin panel, you're going to want to click staff and staff members. Once you're here, it's going to list all the staff for your software. You're going to want to look to the right of your screen and click add new staff. When this loads up, it's going to load up a form. You're going to want to type in a username. The username is going to be what the employee is going to log in with. So I'm just going to do Brian, and then you're going to want to do a first name, last name, email address. You're going to want to do their email address. That way if you assign them jobs or post them notes, they will be able to get them in email. Phone numbers if you want. Give them a password. I usually give them an easy password at the beginning, that way they can log in with that, and then I make sure this forced password change is checked. That way then they are able to change their password the first time they log in. Then here you can pick what kind of account. Admins have access to everything. Staff, they are restricted so they cannot see any of the money exchanges, anything that has to do with money. They can only see job details. Account status, know what that is. Assigned group, same thing. You want to make sure if it's an admin, this is admins, or if it's a staff, this is staff. Select the department you want them in. I usually just make it the default department, that way they could see everything coming in. Pick the time zone they are in. You could change these as needed. I'm going to go ahead though and click add staff. Okay, so there's Brian Smith right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back to the staff panel. And then to edit timesheets and do timesheets, if you go ahead and click staff settings over here, it'll automatically bring you to the timesheets. Right here it lists basically all newest times. And so the newest times are 78.5 hours right now. I'm going to go ahead and add a timesheet. And right now, because I am an administrator, I can pick any name right here for the timesheets. So you have Brian Smith right there. I'm going to go ahead and just put Brian Smith in, that he worked some hours here. And say worked 8 hours on the 5th. And you could either pick by the drop down of what job they're working, or you could search it. Like I could search bypass here and it's going to bring up that bypass. You could add a description if you want. I'm not going to add a description for a second. I'm just going to hit save, and you can see the description of work is blank. Now since I am an administrator, I can also click the name, and what that's going to do is bring it back up. Now I can add a description. If you are a staff member, you cannot edit a ticket once you have posted it. It's just kind of a security function. So I went ahead, timesheet updated successfully. Now I'm going to just hit cancel to get out of this. And if I look under Brian Smith, description of work, now it says test. Now you can also use this big search function up here to total hours for the week, or by name, or by job. So I'm going to go ahead and just do by name here. I'm just going to type Ryan, hit enter. And what it's going to do is it's going to list all the time showing Ryan. So Ryan has worked 33.5 hours right now. You can also do by date span. So let's see. We'll do 1/4 of 2015 he worked, and say I want to search around that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do from the 3rd through the 5th. That way it's going to show me everything in between. Hit go. Now it brings up Ryan worked 8 hours on the 4th. Okay, the other thing you could do, all you got to do is get rid of all this stuff here. I'm going to go ahead, go back to where it lists all of them. You can also search by job. So if I search 27990P, it's going to go ahead and give me all the 27990 jobs. And it says that this job so far has taken 63.5 hours. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and log out and log in as Brian Smith and show you what he has access to in the timesheets. Go ahead and type in the easy password. Now, since this is Brian's first time logging in, it's going to ask him to make sure all his settings are right. So he can change his email address, his time zone, everything he wants here. His current password, though, is what he's going to want to change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. New password, he can make it whatever he wants. Hopefully it'll be more secure. And go ahead and hit Save Changes. Now that my profile's been updated, I have access to everything. Well, not everything. Now that I'm a staff, I no longer have an admin panel. Also, under jobs, you can't see any of the money. You can't see anything, really. Anything that has to do with business, only work. I'm going to go ahead and hit staff settings here again so I can enter a time as Brian. Right now it's going to still list everything, but I can no longer edit any times here. I can't just click the name and edit them. Also, when I click add timesheet, it just populates the name I logged in with. I can't change that either. So Brian Smith, I worked 4 hours today on the 7th at this service call. We'll just leave it there. And then my description. Alrighty, and there it is. I worked here. Also, I can look how much I worked for the week if I want. If I'm an employee and I want to see the hours I worked, I can then search. We'll just do the 4th through the 17th. Hit go, and it's going to list my hours for that span. So far I've worked 12 hours this week. This will conclude this short video. If you have any questions, go to lostduckranch.com or give us a call. Thank you.